intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Carr completes it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He's got him in, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And running with power here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield.
Touchdown, Raiders! It's caught at the 1. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws, find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Six yards left on 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 44, 44,
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 2. Here's Carr. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Carr. Rolling to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They go with Jacobs. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So they took a chance there on 4th down, and boy, does it pay off. It pays off with 6 points.
Yeah, I have to imagine that they were thinking maybe we can at least get a 1st down if we don't score. But he decided he didn't want a new set of downs. He just wanted a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Let's go, D. 44 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lance. Forced out to his left. He's airing it out for Sanu. And got his man complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew,